Good afternoon, Sassy Sirens. I am back with another Starbucks video. Where have you been? How have you been? This video is actually all about the Starbucks around the world cup collections. That's not what they're called. This is a part 2 video. I did another video a few months ago, and I shared that the name of the collection was a bin here, and that's just terrible. So I actually just call it the Starbucks Around the World collection. I don't call it the bin here or bin there, whatever they were calling it. It was atrocious. So it's now called Around the World. And in this video, I'm going to highlight a couple other cups that I have from different states. And I'm going to start with this one because it is all about Dallas, and these boots were made for walking. And that's just what I'll do one of these days. Okay. So I was in Dallas actually for a while for work. And I obviously needed to get, anytime I travel anywhere, I immediately stop at a Starbucks. I stop at a Starbucks if there's one in the airport. While I'm there visiting or working, I make sure to stop in Starbucks because I like to collect these cups. And this just said Dallas and said Texas to me with all of the cowboy boots on it. Another cup that I have is from San Francisco. And this cup, and I'm sorry, you see the ring light a little bit, so you're getting that glare. But I went to San Francisco. I went to actually Napa Valley by way of San Francisco with one of my girlfriends because we wanted to go to wine country. So we, of course, went to San Francisco. We landed in San Francisco, stayed there for a day, drove to Napa, spent a couple days in Napa, drove back to San Francisco, stayed in San Francisco for a day. And that was just an amazing trip. If you have not been to Napa, you have got to do it because the wine is amazing. Just a few vineyards I want to shout out that you absolutely do have to go to. Shandon was fantastic. We did a hot air balloon ride over the vineyard, and that was amazing. Anyhow, let me not keep going into my trip to Napa because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about Starbucks cups. But so this one is from San Francisco. I do have one that's in the center here that's from Hawaii. As you guys know, I mentioned in my pineapple video that I have a dear, dear friend of mine lives in Hawaii. So whenever I get the chance, I obviously jump on a plane and leave the cold, cold, cold Chicago in the dust to go visit her and her family in Hawaii. And this is one of the cups I got during one of my trips to Hawaii. And it's colorful. It has a lot going on, and it's a little bit chaotic, but that's what I love about it. I also carry it a lot around the springtime is what I will say is when I typically carry this cup because it screams spring, it screams summer, vacation. You know, when you look at it, it just says that. But so does the cup from Florida. So this cup was a cup where someone that I know traveled to Florida because I believe their family has they have a winter home in Florida. So this person's family resides in the Midwest, but they go to Florida once it becomes too cold to be in the Midwest. So they went to go visit their family in Florida and then brought me back this cup, which also says vacation, pine trees, you know, right in the center. I just see this as a rising or a setting sun, however you wanna call it. But this came from Florida as well. All of the tops are plastic tops, so these are recent cups because they're plastic. And the Around the World cups, it looks like $22.95 looks like what the average price point for them. Yeah, so all of these are $22.95, so it seems like that's probably the price point that they've given the Around the World cups. And I carry these not super often, obviously. Well, actually, that's not obvious. I don't know why I said obviously. But I do enjoy carrying them because they either remind me of a fantastic vacation I went on where I bought it myself, or it reminds me that someone really cares about me because someone traveled to this place and thought about me and got me a cup and brought it back as a gift. So I do carry them, not super often as much as I carry some of my other cups, but when I do carry them, it does remind me of a fond memory, which is always super nice. So this is part 2 of the Starbucks Around the World collection. There will be many, 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 many more parts to this because I do travel a lot, and people who I am friends with or colleagues with, when they travel, they bring me back a cup because I am one of the easiest people to shop for, because if you travel, all you do is bring me back one of these cups and you are someone I love and you're someone I'm a huge fan of because of it. So hopefully this was the quickest around the world trip that you went on, right? Because we went all the way from the West Coast back to kind of Midwesty, to, East Coast with Florida. So this was a truly around the world trip that I took you on. Hopefully this is the cheapest trip you've ever been on, but yet the most satisfying. So thank you for spending time with me. Again, if you are enjoying these videos and you're enjoying this content, please make sure that you are liking the videos, you're dropping me a comment, but also that you're subscribing to my channel, because the more subscribes I see, the more that tells me you guys are enjoying these videos, and then I should keep sharing my collection with all of you. So thank you for taking the time. I will see you in the next video, and have a fantastic, sassy day.